Are your muscles shrinking without you noticing? If you're over 60, your body needs more protein than it did in your 40s. But most people your age are still eating the same way they always have, just lighter portions. That quiet change might be costing you strength, balance, and energy. Nearly half of older adults aren't getting enough protein. That gap shows up slowly. You feel more tired. Your legs get weaker. Getting out of a chair takes more effort than it used to. That's not aging. That's a muscle warning sign, and it's reversible. Start simple. 2 eggs in the morning. That's 12 grams of protein right there. Add spinach and a slice of whole grain toast, and now your breakfast is rebuilding your muscles while you enjoy your coffee. Keep it going at lunch. Greek yogurt is easy to eat and packs 15 to 20 grams of protein in a cup. Mix in berries, a sprinkle of oats or nuts now. You've got flavor, strength, and fuel that keeps your blood sugar steady. What about dinner? A piece of baked chicken the size of your palm brings about 25 grams of protein. Add a scoop of lentils, maybe some roasted vegetables, and suddenly you've got a muscle-supporting meal that tastes like comfort food. Fish works beautifully too. A fillet of salmon or a can of tuna gives you protein and omega-3 south, great for your joints and brain. And if chewing is an issue, try soft textures. Flaky fish, cottage cheese, scrambled tofu, or mashed beans. Gentle on your mouth, powerful for your body. The trick isn't stuffing yourself. It's spreading your protein evenly through the day. Your body can only use so much at once. A little at breakfast, a little at lunch, a little at dinner. That's how your muscles stay fed. Even snacks count. A boiled egg, a slice of turkey with cheese, a spoonful of peanut butter on a banana. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be consistent. And no, you're not going to overdo it. Unless you've been told by your doctor to restrict protein for medical reasons, more is often better after 60. Aim for at least 1 gram per kilogram of body weight. That's about 68 grams a day if you weigh around 150 pounds. Not sure how to reach that? Start by making 1 upgrade per meal. Add 1 more egg. Add beans to your soup. Swap pudding for Greek yogurt. Keep protein snacks on hand so you're not skipping it when hunger hits. And move. Your body needs a reason to use that protein. Take a short walk after meals. Stretch your legs during commercials. Do light lifts with canned goods in your kitchen. Every little signal tells your muscles we're still in business. Because muscle doesn't just help you lift things. It helps you stay steady. It helps you stay independent. It protects your bones. It fuels your energy. It even helps your immune system respond better when you're sick. If you've been feeling slower, weaker, or more tired lately, it might not be age. It might be a protein gap. Close that gap. Look at your next meal. Where can you add strength? A spoonful of tuna, a handful of almonds, an extra egg. It's not a diet. It's protection. And your body is ready to feel the difference. You've added an egg. You've looked at your yogurt differently. You're starting to think about chicken and beans not just as dinner, but as daily fuel. That's the shift. That's where strength begins. But let's go deeper, because not all protein is created equal, and how you eat it matters more than you might think. Your body doesn't store protein the way it stores fat or carbs. That means you need a steady supply, not just once a day, not all at dinner, every meal. That's how your muscles stay active, even when you're resting. So how do you keep the rhythm? Let breakfast do the heavy lifting. Skip the cereal and milk routine if that's all you're getting. It's not enough. Try cottage cheese on toast. Half a cup gives you 14 grams of protein. Or make a smoothie: half a banana, a scoop of plain Greek yogurt, a splash of milk, and some frozen berries. Blend it up. Sip slowly. That's a morning muscle builder in a glass. If lunch feels light, bump it up. Add hard-boiled eggs to your salad. Throw a handful of canned chickpeas into your soup. Even peanut butter on whole grain crackers adds a good punch of protein with fiber to keep you full longer. Dinner doesn't have to be heavy, but it should be complete. Baked fish, roasted turkey, or even ground beef can fit just fine as long as the portion is right and the cooking is simple. And yes, plant-based meals can absolutely work. A hearty lentil stew with brown rice gives you strength without meat. Add in a few chopped walnuts, and you're giving your body healthy fats too. Don't overlook leftovers. Last night's grilled chicken, slice it cold and toss it into a sandwich. That extra cup of lentils, warm it with a splash of broth and some spinach for an easy soup. Protein doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be present. Now let's talk about something a little sneaky. Appetite. It's common for appetite to drop with age. Food might not taste the same. You might feel full faster, or you may simply forget to eat during the day, especially if you're not as active or don't have someone eating with you. That's where habits help. Eat by the clock if you need to. Keep protein-rich snacks ready. Have a bowl of mixed nuts on the counter. Pre-boil eggs once a week. Keep yogurt in the fridge where you can see it. Because when you skip protein, your body starts pulling from its own reserves. That means your muscles. And that's when balance becomes an issue. That's when walking feels harder. That's when small slips become falls. This isn't just about strength, it's about safety. Even mild muscle loss increases your risk of falling. And falls are a leading cause of injury in people over 60. But when your legs are strong, when your arms can catch you, when your core can stabilize youth, that's real protection. Not from a pill, not from a product, from your own body doing its job. And protein helps make that happen. Think of it this way. Every bite of protein is like sending a repair crew to your muscles. Tiny workers, ready to patch things up, reinforce weak spots, and keep everything moving. But they need to be called in regularly. And they need to be supported with calories real energy. That's why a small snack with protein is better than skipping meals. Your body needs fuel to use the protein well. Otherwise, it burns it just to keep going, and your muscles miss out. Hydration helps too. Water supports digestion and helps deliver nutrients to your cells. So sip throughout the day. Keep a bottle nearby. Add a splash of lemon if it helps you drink more. And let's not forget about one more simple ally: consistency. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to count grams or weigh every piece of food. Just think, where's the protein? Every time you eat. Make it a habit. Make it easy. Soon you'll start to notice changes. You might feel steadier getting out of bed. You might have more energy in the late afternoon. Your walks may feel smoother. Your arms a little stronger. That's not coincidence. That's your body responding, quietly, gratefully. You've given it what it needs. And it's saying thank you with strength. You've started looking at meals differently. You've noticed how a few simple changes can add real strength to your day. But before we wrap up, let's talk about a couple things that might trip you up and how to avoid them. One of the biggest myths floating around is that protein is only for people trying to bulk up, or that older adults should eat less overall. That couldn't be further from the truth. Muscle loss is one of the most serious challenges with aging, and eating too little protein speeds that up. This isn't about bulking up. It's about maintaining the strength you need to live the way you want. Another common mistake: relying too much on sugary, low-protein foods because they're easy or familiar. Toast with jelly, crackers, instant oatmeal. They might seem light and harmless, but they're not giving your muscles what they need. Instead, aim to build your meals around protein and let the other parts, carbs, fruits, vegetables, support that base. And be cautious with protein shakes. They're fine in a pinch, but real food does more for your body. If you do use a shake, make it part of a meal, not your whole meal. A shake with Greek yogurt and fruit? Great. Just a scoop of powder and water? That's not enough. So how do you keep this going? Start small. You don't need to overhaul your pantry overnight. Just begin with your next meal. What's one easy protein you can add? Can you swap the cereal for eggs? The cookie for a slice of turkey? Keep building from there. Make it routine. Keep your favorites on hand. And if you're on a budget, remember, protein doesn't have to be expensive. Canned beans, eggs, lentils, and peanut butter go a long way and they last. And talk to your doctor or a dietitian if you're unsure, especially if you have kidney issues or a medical condition that might affect your protein needs. But for most older adults, eating more protein is not only safe, it's essential. The goal here isn't perfection, it's preservation. Preserving your energy, your movement, your dignity, your joy, because protein isn't just about muscles. It's about freedom. The freedom to walk unassisted, to carry your own groceries, to garden, dance, or play with your grandkids. It's about saying yes to life, not because you're trying to reverse time. So what now? Take that first bite with intention. Look at your next plate with new eyes. Add a spoonful of beans, crack an extra egg, try that fish recipe you've been meaning to make, and then move. Walk, stretch, lift a little, push your body gently. You'll feel it. Maybe not all at once, but you'll feel stronger, more stable, more yourself. And that feeling, that quiet return of strength, one of the most powerful things you can give yourself. So keep going. Keep feeding your body what it needs. It's not too late. It's never too late. And if you found this helpful, share it with someone you care about. Because we're all in this together, and a stronger life starts with simple steps. Take that step today. Your body is ready.